You can study in the morning, you can study at night. You can study outside by a campfire light. You can study with the rabbi.
In 1964, 600 Jewish men and women traveled south to help register voters. 2 of them lost their lives. And just this past Sunday, hundreds more gathered in Selma, Alabama, to mark the 50th anniversary of the march, and also to remember how proud we are of the work we've done and how much more work there is to do. President Obama spoke on Sunday, and one of the quotes that stuck with me is when he said, "What greater expression of faith in the American experiment than this? What greater form of patriotism is there than the belief that America is not yet finished, that we are strong enough to be self-critical, that each successive generation can look upon our imperfections and decide that it is in our power to remake this nation to more closely align with our highest ideals." Some would argue that President Obama was just doing his apologetic rant again. But I think this is a powerful message that we're never done, and that true love of country, true love of people, true love of freedom is the acknowledgement that we're not done, that there's more work to do. This is one of the things that I was yearning for last week when I was at the AIPAC conference. Where are the people to say that Israel is not perfect, that it's not all done, that we don't have all the answers, but we're still struggling, we still make mistakes, we can still do better? And in this country, 50 years after Selma, we still have tremendous work to do when it comes to civil rights. Just last week in Alabama, the Supreme Court ordered a halt to same-sex marriages in that state, despite a U.S. Supreme Court allowing the order to proceed, allowing same-sex marriages to proceed. We are not done. We are not perfect. We have work to do. Thank goodness for the Jewish men and women, for the African-American men and women, for the Christian men and women who went to Selma 50 years ago, who fought for their rights, who stood up and would not back down when threatened with violence, when threatened with harm, and sometimes even death. Thank God for them who stood up, like Abraham Joshua Heschel, like Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank goodness for people who have the strength and the courage to say, we're not done, we can do better, we have work to do. And thank goodness for the people today who are doing the same, who are able to look at our country, who are able to look at our country of Israel and our country of America, who are able to look at our society and our people and say, we're not done, we can do better, we have work to do. It's not enough to just say we are exceptional, we are the best, we're number one. We may be, but only when we acknowledge that being the best means constantly revisiting those areas of our own selves that need work. Being number one means being honest with yourself and doing tshuva, repentance, recognizing that we are not done, that there's more to be done, and it's our job to do it.
It's okay as you will see that we're bound to disagree. Don't have to see eye to eye to make the Torah come alive. Now that I've had my say, let's not waste the whole day.